Okay. Honestly, I did not really intend to do this, let alone go live about this. But something needed to be said. Someone needed to say something because honestly, if I don't say anything about it, then I don't know who will. But obviously, we all know that normally when I go live, it's for a positive stream. But as of lately, things have been really ramping up in a very negative way. And honestly, I don't know how long it's going to take for someone to say something. I don't know how long it's going to take for anyone to really bring it up. As of lately, you've already know about what's been going on with this whole ICE situation. With ICE, with the tragic deaths that's been ramping up, and a lot of shit has been going on. And honestly, it was only a matter of time until I decided to really speak up against it. Because as of lately, you've already noticed I've been writing a whole lot more than I ever have been in some time. I've been writing a lot more, and I've been very vocal with my thoughts and my feelings about the shit that's been going on. And obviously, we all see the news, we all see the articles, the headlines, the RIPs, the stories. We've all noticed it. I've noticed it. And honestly, it was only a matter of time till someone said something. Markiplier has kind of vividly mentioned it, but at the same time, not really. It's like he mentioned how he was doing a blood drive for the Minneapolis issue, and a part of me thinks that it's also been somewhat more of a like promotion for the movie Iron Lung that he's made, and obviously, I don't know. It's like I get why he did it, and I understand why he's doing a blood drive for Iron Lung, but I don't know. So no one's really discussing the real issue that's been going on. Trevor Q. Quintero, thank you. But obviously, I don't want to be the cliche person that really like just jumps on the bandwagon and says, "Hey, let's talk about this because it's serious." Like, no. And to be honest, I've been hesitant on even mentioning this. I've been hesitant on even mentioning ICE or Trump. Not because I'm afraid of losing subs, not because I'm afraid that it's going to give negative feedback. I don't really care about that. I don't care about losing the subs or people like have negative feelings about me thinking that I'm just jumping the bandwagon. That's not the case. And I don't want to really make it about like how I'm just going after this person or that person. Down with the syndrome. It's funny. But honestly, like, I just felt that someone needed to say something. I never listened to the government. Exactly. Thank you. But it's not even about the government. It's about the fact that we have a bunch of fucking fascist assholes patrolling the streets and feeling like as though they can fucking do whatever they want. And that's not okay. And unfortunately, that has resulted in two people losing their lives. Now, I don't want to say that they had it coming, or I don't want to fucking really say, like, oh, Maybe it's because this person did this or that person did that. It's like, it's not about who did what. It's about the fact that these deaths could have been fucking. It's about the fact that this was completely out of hand. It should have been preventable. It was preventable. And obviously, okay. But obviously, this stream is not even for jokes and laughs. It's about really speaking up on what's really happening. And obviously, I'm pretty fucking outraged with what's going on. I'm disgusted. I'm angry. I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with the fact that 2 people are fucking dead because these assholes are fucking doing whatever they want and thinking that they can get away with it. Because that's not true. People need to be held accountable for the shit that they do. People need to be fucking held responsible for the negative shit that they do in the streets. And honestly, this needs to be fucking discussed. Now, I don't know about my other fellow content creators. I don't know what Lunar Arts would be thinking. Honestly, it's like, I understand if some people don't feel comfortable talking about this. I get it. Not many people feel comfortable discussing something that's serious. And I get it, you know, especially since mentioning something so serious that it can give negative feedback. It makes a lot of sense. But I don't want to be one of those people that fucking sit in the sidelines and keep my mouth shut. I'm not going to be one of those people because I never have been one of those people. I've never been one of those people who just fucking keep my mouth shut and act like it's not happening. That's not the case. That's never been the case. My whole life, I've always been one of those people that had no problem speaking up on something. And obviously, it was only a matter of time till I fucking decided to just say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna fucking speak up. I'm gonna say something. Because if I don't, then who the fuck will? Obviously, mainstream fucking YouTubers won't say anything about it for whatever fucking reason. And that's fine. They don't have to. You know, if they don't want to fucking discuss something that's serious, that's fine. That's their choice. But I'm not going to fucking fall in line with them and say, like, yeah, I'll keep my mouth shut too. It's like, no. Fuck that. I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. If something needs to be discussed, I will discuss it. Because someone needs to say something. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I don't know how many times I'm going to have to fucking say it. Mainstream YouTubers can't really talk about things like that. Did the Trump government cut you? I agree with Copeland. Mainstream YouTubers don't feel comfortable talking about this because they don't want to lose the numbers. They don't want to lose the subs and the stats and all that stuff. They don't want people to fucking like click off and unsubscribe just because of the negative shit that they say. You know? And it's fine, you know? Everyone has their own reason to not feel comfortable talking about this stuff, and that's fine. That's their fucking choice. You do whatever the fuck you want. But I'm not going to sit here and be quiet. I'm not going to fucking fall in line with a bunch of other people and just keep my mouth shut. That's not who I am. That's not how I was born. That's not how I was raised. I was never raised to be silent. And obviously, I don't fucking have time for trolls either. But the point is, someone needs to fucking speak up. Do as you think. Thank you. I agree. Again, I don't know what my fellow content creators will feel about this. I don't know what Lunar Arts would think or do in my position, and that's fine if he doesn't want to. Obviously, if Lunar Arts Gaming doesn't want to speak on this situation, that's fine. I respect my brother. I respect my brother, my fellow content creator, and co-host. Lunar Arts Gaming is my brother. I got nothing but love for him. I got nothing but love for Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Game Grumps. A lot of mainstream creators, they don't have to fucking fall in line with me and discuss what's really happening. Again, I sound like a fucking broken record, and I'm not trying to. You know, whatever. You can fucking say whatever you want. I'm not gonna give a shit. I'm not even gonna pay attention to what you say. But obviously, the main point of this stream is to mention the fact that we have a fucking problem, and it's ICE. Because people are fucking being shot in the streets. People are getting shot, and it's not right. It's preventable. It could have been preventable, but it's not. And obviously, our president, well, quote unquote president, is fucking just sitting there in the stands, smirking and acting like as if like he approved of it. And obviously he fucking did approve of it. That's fucked up. Truly, it's really fucked up. Because a mother is dead. A guy was shot on camera. How many more people will be shot until we fucking decide to say, hey, you know what? I think it's time that we fucking say stop. I think it's time that we fucking say enough is enough. And obviously, when I wrote that fucking poem, I meant that shit. Enough is enough. It's gotta fucking stop. We gotta fucking hold these motherfuckers accountable. Because if we don't, then who will? How long are we gonna fucking sit here and brush it off our shoulders and look away? How many fucking Renee Goods are gonna get shot? How many Trayvon Martins are gonna be shot? How many fucking people are gonna be fucking wrapped up in body bags? How many more people will it take until people open their eyes and say, you know what? This is where we draw the line. Obviously, I'm losing views and all that stuff, but that's fine. You don't feel comfortable with it. I don't feel comfortable with it. And I get it. I don't feel comfortable talking about this shit. But someone needs to. Someone needs to fucking say something. And obviously, if saying something like this breeds a negative impact on me, that's fine. If speaking out puts a fucking target on my back, that's fine. I'll accept it. Because at least I'm fucking standing up and speaking up. Because I'd rather fucking voice how I feel about this issue than fucking sit in the sidelines and be quiet. If speaking up puts a fucking target on my back, that's fine. I'll take it. Because at least I'm fucking standing up for people. And obviously, it's not about America this or immigrant that. It's never been about that. I'm a fucking American. I was born here. I was born on California soil. So obviously, I want to stand up for my fellow Californians. I want to stand up for you guys. And obviously, it's not a fucking American thing. It's not an immigrant thing. It's a human thing. And we all know the truth. But again, if speaking up about this drops my numbers, that's fine. That's up to you. But obviously, I don't feel comfortable sitting here acting like it's not happening. I don't want to sit here and act like these people are not getting shot. I don't feel comfortable acting like it's not real. Because we all know it is. And obviously, you can think how you want to think. You can feel how you want to feel. You can side with me or you can oppose me, and that's fine. We all have a right to an opinion. We all have a right to speak our thoughts. Like Robert Short here, he has an opinion, and obviously I will respect his opinion because that's him. And whether or not you respect my opinion and respect my thoughts on this, that's up to you as well. If you support Trump, that's on you. It's your choice. And I will respect your choice because that's a human thing. It's not even a human thing, it's an adult thing to do. I will always respect people's outrage. I will always respect people's thoughts and feelings about this. Right? Robert Short, you can feel how you want to feel, and that's fine. I will professionally respect that. But I'm not going to agree with it. But obviously, we just got to fucking open our eyes and notice that people are still dead. And it could have been prevented. It could have been prevented. Those people didn't have to die. We should at least agree on that. If you don't support what happened to them, that's fine. But it doesn't mean that someone has to fucking lose their life. But unfortunately, that's not realistic. Unfortunately, that's just the world that we live in. They are dead, and it could have been prevented. It should have been prevented. How many Trayvon Martins are going to be buried? How many George Floyds are going to be fucking sitting there with the knees on their necks? How many Tamir Rices? How many more have to fucking die until we say enough? And obviously, I'm always going to support people. I'm always going to support human life. Whether you're a Republican, Democrat, whatever the fuck you are, that's on you. But no matter what, I'm always going to fucking stand against righteousness, I'm always going to stand with righteousness. I'm always going to fucking stand for justice. And this is not justice. This is injustice, and this is fascism. Point that I'm trying to say is enough is enough. And whether or not you agree, that's on you. You can think how you think. You can feel how you feel.